Yeah, so we'll give everyone a couple of minutes to join us because again, we have a 20-second delay and we told everyone 5 o'clock, but I have too many things to click in between this. And I have 3 pages of stuff. And Alex is getting saw it and he got a little concerned that we're not going to get it in an hour. I love a challenge. We're going to get it done in an hour. Did you see the picture of the prize pack thing?
Yeah.
I ordered a really cute cooler / tote bag to put it all in. So I was just going to do like a basket at first. I thought, oh, it'd be an actual gift basket. And then I know for me that what the hell am I going to do with a basket after? Right? You can always like have these baskets and kicking around. But I thought it's kind of like this bluish teal color. And you can use a regular tote bag, and then the cooler bag part is on the bottom, so you can actually put cold stuff on the bottom. I think it's going to be cute. So I'm going to stuff all the things in it as the prize instead, which I thought was pretty cool. What else? Yeah, so I did that. Everyone's just getting their behind the scenes update because I haven't seen Alex all day today. He got to work from home, and I was busy cleaning. What else? That big what do I call that? That sandwich board that's downstairs. We'll bring that up. I'd like to have that out for next week.
It needs to be cleaned big time. Hopefully it.
Yes, I know it's like partially stained. So if you can figure out how to do that, or if we have to use new chalkboard paint to freshen it up, we can do that too.
Maybe, yeah, because like I don't know, it's like splitting in parts, like on the actual board itself.
And then you can also add to your to-do list. I ordered in from Lowe's to pick it up, but some repair stuff to fill in the holes in the front. I was
gonna make a joke, say we're waiting 3 weeks for
waiting 3 weeks for what?
Pick it up.
Okay, no Lowe's jokes. Yes, they take forever, but anyways, I went the other day in the middle of the afternoon and I didn't schedule an appointment and I got my stuff fine. So yeah, anyways. So yes, Lowe's takes a while. But so I got this mortar stuff that you can fill in the stuff on that's broken off the ledge. And then I bought more of that textured paint just to get it going for the time being until we can have someone build the ledge thing out there. So at least it'll look better. But anyways, yes, you can worry about that next week. Now that we're obviously not opening as soon as we thought we were. No, exactly. I'm going to quickly check on Facebook. I don't know how many people. It's 4:59. Pardon?
5, including me, I think.
That's okay. It's warm, even with my whatchamacallit, air conditioning on. It's crazy. I've been turning it off and on. It's
either hiding the fan.
Let's go back because he didn't put his air conditioning on yet. Okay, we cannot complain about the heat, right? Cannot complain about the heat. Somebody shared on Facebook today. I don't know if you saw it. They were putting an announcement of all the outdoor activities that you can do in the province, and that tobogganing and skating were actually like winter activities were actually listed on the.
You could toboggan some grassy hills.
And then I thought it was funny, and I thought everyone was being sarcastic. And then I was on Twitter when I was eating my lunch, and somebody actually posted there is some kind of a toboggan that's meant for the ground, like for pavement, right? So you can have it. So people are mocking the whole toboggan thing, but you can toboggan.
Well, don't pump it up too much because it might be Norm's new thing that he wants to try out.
Well, this morning he used his new tricycle. Don't laugh about the tricycle because he's gonna be so mad if he's watching this. But his little bike or whatever it is. He went and took it to he took it to Queen's Athletic Field this morning. He said he got 2 laps in. So if anyone's working around Queen's Athletic Field downtown and you see my husband with his helmet on and this weird device that he's pedaling, that's his half bike. Anyways. Good thing he's cute. Okay. All right. That's enough chit chat. It's like one of those pre-show behind the things of Alex and I catching up for the day. Welcome to Happy Hour. So if this is your first time, welcome. If it is not, you know the rules. This is a no negative zone. We are trying to stay positive throughout this, and we figure what better way to get through all of this COVID lockdown than to drink together on Fridays occasionally. So yes, we're currently, Alex and I are on Zoom. Dan from the Alibi Room will be joining us shortly here on Zoom as well, from across the street. So if we weren't in lockdown, he could just walk over and be behind the bar with me, but unfortunately he has to call in by Zoom. And then the edited video is going to be uploaded on our blog page as well as the YouTube channel later on the weekend. And the theme today is patio prep. We are anxiously awaiting the construction of our new patio, which I was hoping, I think it's going to start next week.
That's why I thought it was next week sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're starting to do some base work on some other businesses downtown. It's the same company. So we're figuring early next week. By next week sometime we should have it up. We have 5 prizes up for tonight. So I did a little shopping, online shopping. Well, and as well as some gift certificates, just to hand out some things to get you in the patio spirit for the long weekend. Alex, share with everybody what you're drinking, and then everybody else can post below what they're drinking today.
Paco and little Albertino. I don't have the bottle with me, but Paco and Lola, if you've been to the bar before, you've probably seen someone drinking, or you've had us trying to show you what it is. Try some Albertino.
It's the
It's
one.
not a common here. I'll get the bottle and say.
Yeah, anyway, it's a blue and white polka dot bottle. You can't miss it. It used to be one of those obscure wines that, unless you were a big Spanish wine lover, you didn't necessarily know what it was, so you just kind of bypassed it. But more and more, that one, see, people know that one. That's Paco and Lola. It's fantastic for seafood. It's very citrusy, very zippy. But yeah, if you like those Sauvignon Blanc style, citrus forward type white wines, that's the one. It's from one of my favorite wine regions in Spain, Rías Baixas. And I am drinking, doing Ontario today. It is, because right now I've got part bottles in the fridge and that's all I've got. So I tried to find one that's not in a wine kit, so I would save the wines for you guys. And I found the 3 of Hearts. It is from Henry of Pelham winery. So I'm drinking kind of like a Provençal style rosé, because it is rosé time and it's rosé season. And that's how I like to kick off my Fridays. Okay, so we got lots of stuff to get through. If you're just joining us now, I have like 3 pages of stuff. I will try not to talk like Jabberjaw. Dan will ring the doorbell and show up at some point from the Alibi Room to give you guys a cocktail demo of something that you can make for the long weekend, that you can make in bulk, because we figured you may be needing more than one. New stuff. Tasting kits. Everyone keeps asking about tasting kits. I was laughing. Silvano showed up today, Alex, to come pick up these bottles, and he hasn't been in the bar yet. So Silvano's a friend of ours, and he stuck his head in through the takeout window, and it looks like a warehouse in here between the Uline boxes and other boxes. And yeah, anyway, so yes, we're doing great with takeout kits, but eventually these things will have to go downstairs at some point because they can't stay up here forever. It's a little crazy. So if you haven't paid attention this week, or you've just missed it, we've launched our wine and cheese pairing kit. So it actually comes with not just the wine kit, but the cheeses that go with it. So you get sample cheeses in a small box. It gets all tied together. And then on the video is a little bit longer than usual, 30 to 40 minutes. It's close to an hour. But through each one, I actually give you step-by-step on why the wine pairs with the cheese. And then I even give you recipes that are on the link that's provided with the kit, so that you can make a recipe that has that cheese in it that'll go with that wine that you can use later in the summer. So you get 5 recipes to go with it as well. And then Rose Hall Run, it's their 20th anniversary. I believe the exact date is May 28th, which is coming up soon. So 20 years that they've been making fantastic wines. And so we are big fans of theirs. So I reached out to them and said I wanted to do something special. So we're doing a 20th anniversary pack. So besides the fact of you're getting 5 wines that you can only get from the winery, I think only one of them is available at the LCBO in that kit. And even then, Rose Hall Run doesn't even have anymore. So the Defiant Pinot Noir is the only one that's in the kit that you can't even get at the winery anymore. It's only available through the LCBO and in limited quantities. So yes, you got some cool stuff. So there's 2 whites, a rosé, and 2 reds. So then when I was messaging them back and forth and said I wanted a couple cool things to offer as like a sort of a prize, they set me up, and I posted a picture earlier. I don't know if you can see it on here. Here's all the things. I took a picture of that. So they sent me as a little thank you to raffle off to anyone who buys a kit. There is, so besides their famous Pixie, which we can't put sparkling in kits, but we haven't tried it yet. We're nervous about it.
We've done a semi-sparkling, and that's
we're nervous. Anyway, so we didn't put Pixie in it, but it is one of their most popular popular wines that are sparkling. So that's in there, as well as their Pinot Noir Rosé and their Cabernet Merlot. And then they sent me 2 of these Pixie Petite, which is their new Rosé spritzers. I know all the girls are like, Rosé spritzer. They sent me 2 of those. And then they sent me these cute little Govino. They're like little plastic little Govino flutes to go with your pixie things. For all of you who have hot tubs in the back, that's hot tub safe glasses. And then there's like a Rose Hall Run little champagne stopper for your pixie to keep the bubbles in. And then there's 3 jars of Prince Edward County little condiment things that you can have to make for your cheese spread or cheese boards that you do during the summer. So there's like a cherry one, can't remember them all. There's a cherry one, a raspberry one, and then there's a lavender honey. So those are all from Prince Edward County farmers that they sent that. So anyway, so it's gonna be a little thing, and I ordered in a really cute tote bag to put them all in. That's actually got a cooler compartment in it. So we'll be raffling off that once the kits are sold. And we have 35 kits, I think, in total, because we get 35 kits in total only that we're selling. And we already sold 7, 8, 9 already just yesterday. 8. And we just did it yesterday. We just launched it yesterday. We sold 8 right away. So if you're interested in getting one of those, please make sure to get your order in sooner than later. If you need it the same day, so I'm going to be, I've tried to post about this and people aren't seeing it. So I made little notes on when you go to order online. The time we get the order online, we may not be here because we're not open for regular business. We have to coordinate it with whether either Alex or I are actually here. So we can't always guarantee that we can make it the same day. So we're always asking for 24 hours notice. However, you send us a message through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, and then let us know, hey, I'm looking at getting this kit before you place the order online. Then we can let you know directly, like, hey, yeah, we should be able to maybe around this time, this day or whatever, we can at least let you know if it's possible. Because as soon as you go onto the online ordering system, it defaults to 24 hours later. So just so that you know, you have to order it in advance. But other than that, I mean, I don't live far, he doesn't live far. So it just depends on our schedule to make sure that we're here because it's only us making them. So there's the Rose Hall Run one, wine and cheese, and we also bought more of the Sauvignon Blanc to make more Sauvignon Blanc kits because we only had a few left, and we figure white wines are going to go well this for this next month or so. So if you're a Sauvignon Blanc fan, got a great lineup of great 5 of them from around the world, so you can order those online too. And then we just launched it. Will be actually, I don't think it's up yet. I think it's going to come up this weekend. Father's Day kits, pre-orders only, 3 different ones. So you can pre-order for pickup the week, anytime the week of Father's Day. Right now it says Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the details. But again, if you message us and say you want it earlier than Father's Day weekend, just let us know. First one is a, I like the way that Cindy called it, Pit Boss box, which is cool. So it's all about barbecue. So I chose 5 wines that go great with barbecue. So not just reds, believe it or not. And then Bucky's from Bucky's Barbecue Blend. Has 3 full-size barbecue seasonings that are in the box. He's also going to have a demo video included with the tasting video, giving you some grilling tips and stuff like that, and some recipes you can use with those seasonings. So for if your father or father figure that you're purchasing for is a big barbecue fan, that'll be a great gift idea for him. As well as there's 2 other kits. I'm releasing a new cognac tasting kit for the distinguished pellet. So that one will also be launched just in time for Father's Day, as well as a port tasting one as well. So those ones are going to be there. You can pre-order them even now for pickup then. So at least this way they're reserved for you. What else? Picked Saturday, stay tuned. Oh yes, and then so we'll go into the trivia stuff while we're waiting for Dan. We still have another couple minutes. But then I have other fun announcements about stuff happening next week, but I'm going to wait till that on page 2. Page 1. Okay, Alex. Trivia. Tell everybody how it works.
Why don't you show them the first prize and then I'll go through the question.
I'll play Dana. Just perfect for your patio. It is a jar drink dispenser system. So it looks like a massive mason jar that you can fill and use whatever you want in it, and then it comes with cute little jar mugs things to go in.
All right, for the first question, NHL playoffs just started, so I figure
I'd tell everybody how this works.
Oh yes.
If they haven't done it.
Yes, so I'm gonna ask the question. You have time to answer it. By the end of the show, we're gonna go over who actually typed it in first, and that'll be the winner. But we will let you know the answers at the end of the show. We'll go over them again. So for the first question, it's hockey season, well, playoff season. So this is wine and hockey related. But how many wineries does Wayne Gretzky own? And if more than one, where are they?
Oh, you're giving them to make it do a 2-part answer?
It's super easy. It's literally super easy.
Okay.
It's how many of them and then where are they? It's literally 2 seconds. I'm just saying, it's not a hard question.
Okay. For most people, anyway, okay. That was better than the other trivia. The other trivia question he had here for the first one, I looked at it and went, man, I didn't even know that one. Okay, so okay, so this is where we have the Jeopardy theme song, if we could do it legally without them charging us for it. So that one, yeah, so once you've typed it in, we'll go over at the end of the show. I just move my MacBook over to the table and I start going through the comments and sorting them from based on when they were showing up on the feed. And then I will comment on you if you won the prize. So if Dan's not here yet, let's do the second one. Yep. The second one, oh, that wasn't the prize. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just reverse it. So the next prize is, it's a cooler bag set. There's 3. So they nest inside each other if you need to, but the thing is like a 20, they call them by cans, right? That's how they measure things, because that's all ever people would. And I think it's like a 24 can, 18 can, and a 6 can. There's like 3. Anyway, it's a nice red color, which I thought was something different. So there's 3 in the box. Okay, Alex, question number 2.
All right, question number 2. Which wine is Ontario the #1 producer for? Which type of wine?
Okay, so while we're waiting for Dan to log in, I wanted to share other ideas for things like this drink dispenser. So Dan's going to come on and talk about bulk recipes of beverages and cocktails. So I thought I would give you 3 suggestions of things that you can use either in that drink dispenser or in large quantities as well. There's a simple lemonade recipe. If you've never made lemonade from scratch for the summer, it is awesome. If you want to booze it up or pour in sparkling wine to kind of make it fancy or whatever, you can do so. But the base recipe is always the same. So write this down. 3 cups of water, 1 cup of simple syrup. If you don't know how to make simple syrup, it's same quantity of water, sugar. You heat it up until the sugar dissolves, let it cool, and then you can use it. And then 5 lemons zested and juiced. So you zest all the zest off the end, not the white stuff underneath, just the yellow part. And then you juice the lemons without the seeds, unless you're into that kind of thing. And then so the juice, the simple syrup, and then the 5 cups of water. So that makes 1 batch. It doesn't make a ton, but enough to make like a small jug, really. So depending on the type, you can actually just double that as you go along. The other one, of course, is sangria. It doesn't have to be complicated. The ones you see in restaurants are usually like 15 different ingredients and like liqueurs and everything else. The traditional sangria recipe from Spain is wine, brandy, fruit, maybe ice, mostly ice. That's it. Wine, brandy, fruit. So find a wine you like, find a brandy or other kind of similar alcohol. There he is. We were talking about alcohol, so we were thinking of you. Wine, brandy, fruit. There. I was just giving them the basis of sangria. Does he realize that he's...
Oh, he's still connecting the audio, it says.
Being all fancy. Is it like a headset or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fancy.
Sorry. Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. I know,
Sorry to
that's okay.
Sorry to be a couple minutes behind.
No, we were just doing trivia questions with everybody on Facebook anyways. So hi everybody. Say hi to Dan. Dan across
Hello,
the
everybody.
When we were talking about patio stuff and cocktails that we could do for patio, I figured that you must have a really easy one up your sleeve that you could share with everybody.
Oh yeah, we sure do. The best thing about being here in patio season in Northern Ontario is that it reminds me of summers in the UK, believe it or not. Just the sudden onset of warm weather and long days, it makes me crave Pim's cups. And I'm not sure if you've had a Pim's cup before, but I'm gonna show you a quick one, how to make it. Pim's cups can be really, really, really easy, guys. It can be as simple as dumping a bottle of Pim's. I like Pim's #1. There's like 9 different Pimm's versions, but Pimm's number 1 is the only one you'll really be able to find. There's a strawberry infused one that I really love. Pick that up anytime you see it. Today, since I don't have that, I'm going to be using a strawberry infused gin instead. So a Pimm's cup can be as simple as dump some Pimm's into a pitcher with either lemonade or ginger ale and be done with it. And that is completely reasonable and completely worthwhile. I'm just going to show you a little bit more involved version. So I'm going to angle my camera down a little bit so you can see my workstation here. And just give me 1 second here, because this is a party drink. And as such, it should be prepared in party style. So I've gone ahead and prepared my muddling fruit here. I've got some cucumbers, I've got some lemon, I've got some oranges, and I've got some mint, okay? Right here, I've gone and prepared, this is a rhubarb syrup. This is just a simple syrup where the water portion is made up of rhubarb stock. Just take your rhubarb when it's fresh, boil it in water until it loses all of its color, and then press the remaining flesh to get all the last bits of flavor out and sweeten it with sugar. And that's all you need to do to make a rhubarb syrup. So get your favorite pitcher, and then just go ahead and dump in all these ingredients. Okay, I've used 5 big wheels of cucumber here. I've used one lemon cut into 8ths, 1 orange cut into the 8ths, and a gigantic handful of mint here. The mint's going to go on top. Everything else can just go right into your pitcher. Okay, and we're going to be muddling this. All right, everything goes right in, makes a big mess. Dump in your simple syrup. Okay, and then before you throw your mint in, just go ahead and give it a little clap. That does a couple of things. One, it starts to activate the menthol in your mint, and it releases all of the fresh minty flavor. So as soon as you smell that, as soon as you slap it, you're going to smell it right away. Throw that right on top, and then get your muddle stick or a big wooden spoon or whatever you happen to have lying around that's got some weight to it. This can be made out of metal. It can be made out of plastic. It can be made out of pretty much anything. But, you know, as long as it's big and will do the job of getting in there and juicing up those fruits and making the menthol from the mint merge with the syrup, then you are in happy land, okay? You're gonna go ahead and do all of that. Doesn't take much. And then I want you to go ahead and add in your alcohol. I'm gonna use 5 ounces each of, right now I've got the Beefeater Pink Strawberry Gin. I love this gin. It's a strawberry infused London Dry, and it is just delicious. You can always make your own at home, of course, by just taking your favorite gin and sitting strawberries in it for about 3 days in the refrigerator. And then 5 more ounces of Pimm's. So I've got 10 ounces of booze going in here all together. Go ahead, what was your question?
I was just gonna say, no one's got time for that, Dan.
Well, exactly, right? That's why you come to people like me.
Yeah, you just buy the stuff and you buy. Yeah, I'm gonna sit around and let my strawberries infuse in my gin.
Go ahead, throw all that in there and give it another stir with your muddle stick, okay? Because you want to get everything moving around and melding together and all of that. Now you've got a great big old fruit punch here, and we're gonna be adding to this though. I said before you could put in either lemonade or ginger ale. And then, of course, I went and complicated everything. I'm going to keep complicating things further. I'm throwing in ginger beer, which is a nice spicy ginger. And then I'm throwing in this spiced orange ginger ale, which is a little bit sweeter and has hints of orange to it. And I just think that they're both lovely flavors and that they both go really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the entirety of both of those in here. That's going to come to 12 ounces of mixer, non-alcoholic mixer, to our 10 ounces of alcohol, and probably about 3 ounces of fruit juice that we've added in through the muddling, okay? From there, all we've got to do is throw some ice in, give it another stir, use your longest spoon for that, and there you have it. You have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pitcher of Pimm's Cup. If you want to garnish the pitcher, feel free. Go ahead and take some mint tops that are left over and throw them on top there. I like to reserve the mint tops themselves, though, for the individual drinks. You know, pour your pitcher into a glass and then have a mint topper or 2 left over. to just throw right on top and get all of that flavor. But there you are, a pitcher of Pim's Cup for your
Gorgeous.
patio pleasure.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So Dan, who's the lucky person who's going to buy that thing from you?
Probably me. Probably me. I did, in fact, make exactly the drink that I wanted tonight.
That's the way we do that. That's why I picked the rosé I was going to drink. I know. Don't you love doing that? It's like, what would I
Cheers.
like tonight? I know, but you just like one up to me with the Pim's Cup. The only thing I wanted to do, just because if people aren't familiar with Pim's, can you describe to people what Pim's is?
Absolutely. Pim's at its heart is a gin liqueur. It's qualified as a fruit cup, a fruit and nut cup. What they've done is they take gin, they take a London dry gin, and then they infuse it with berries, with fruits, with botanicals, past the point that gin normally would be. And then, of course, they're adding a little bit of sweetness to it and some other flavors after the fact, which is why it doesn't qualify as a gin any longer. It usually clocks in rather low ABV, 25% alcohol by volume, so that's 50 proof. That's a little bit more than half the strength of any strong normal spirit would be, which means that these are great for the summertime, great for the sunshine, and great for those of us who are maybe looking for something a little bit more low ABV in our cocktails. I know
we're drinking at work.
Yeah, well, I know myself personally, I'm not drinking as much these days. And when I do, I'm not drinking as heavily and as hard. So it's nice to have some low proof sippers available, for just such an occasion.
Exactly. Well,
Cheers to you.
Dan, I said by coincidence, I just finished giving everybody before you logged in a quick ratio of making homemade lemonade at home. I just finished explaining how to do a quick simple syrup. So you just took everything. It's almost like we planned it. Like I knew what we were gonna make. Weird. Right? So and this is that drink dispenser thing that now if somebody, this would be perfect for that Pim's Cup, right?
Mhm.
For core, they can put the fruit and stuff in. So now that some lucky winner at the end of the show is getting that, which will be awesome, as well as a gift certificate from the Alibi Room. So if you're lazy and you just want to buy one from Dan, you could do that too. Anyways, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll look forward to chatting with you again. We'll do more posts and stuff online between the two of us. I think we're going to show off our new patios when they're constructed next week.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Next Saturday, right? The 29th? That's when we're all getting together? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Dan. Everybody say bye, Dan.
Take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye. Now I'm craving Pim's Cup. So I was thinking to myself going, if he didn't say he was going to take it for himself, I'm wondering if he can put it in another container so I can take it home with me after this. Because I don't have Pim's at home, but that'd be really good. Okay, so that was fun. Now I got stuck where I am. Okay, we're on question number 3, Alex.
Okay.
Prize is, by coincidence, that $50 gift certificate from the Alibi Room.
All right. Question number 3. Which generation of people is responsible for drinking the most wine in Canada?
Which generation?
Which generation?
That should be a fairly easy one. I was hesitant on it at first before I looked at your answer. I thought I knew it. I did guess it, but I second guessed myself for a minute. It's not that hard. Okay, I wanted to go through a quick list of things to keep on hand in your kitchen for quick snacking and entertaining the summer. So I made some notes. This is just off the top of my head. Back when I used to teach cooking classes at Kitchen Bits, I always did a patio prep class at this time every single year as a way to close out the season before the summer, because there's a lot of people who just want learning to do quick dip recipes or checklists and things that they can do very quickly when people shop by or they don't feel like cooking one night. So here's my quick list. Veggies. I know even if you don't like them, they're handy as hell. I always recommend cherry tomatoes because they don't have to be in your fridge. Actually, they shouldn't be in your fridge. They can stay out on the counter. You can get them in all different sizes and colors and shapes now. Celery, just keeping celery in there. You can use it not just for cocktails, but people underestimate celery. If you can go through a lot of stuff, it's great. Baby carrots are an easy one, even though I prefer, like, even if you can find those little gourmet baby carrots, which are fine, but I find like the bigger carrots you're going to be swearing having to cut them all and chop them all up for the thing to have baby carrots is better. And then peppers is the same thing. Keep them whole. You can use them for grilling or barbecuing, but in a pinch, you can actually just make slices of them, and they also fill quickly to a little veggie platter. Now, if you're looking for dips, it's great to have pre-made dips there, but sometimes you just don't have that time, or you need more than one or something like that. So it's my mother's old trick is that she just always left sour cream in the fridge. So just always have sour cream or mayo or a combination of both. Plain yogurt if you prefer that as opposed to sour cream. And then you can get all of these, not just dip mixes, but even those like there's Mrs. Dash and there's other kind of seasoning blends and shakers. You can use those as well. So any kind of spice blends that you normally would like, there's like sun-dried tomato ones, and then there's lemon and spice ones, and just have those in your cupboard at hand, and you can use them for seasonings for grilling. You can use them for dip mixes. You can use them for just about anything. Cheeses, obviously, grab them as you see them on sale, especially like large blocks and stuff. Go ahead and buy them and keep them in your fridge, because you can cut them up and put them on a quick platter. It doesn't always have to be the fancy Bries and fancy Roquefort and all that kind of stuff. Just even if they're to blocks, and to make sure that people know the differences between them, my suggestion is to cut them in different shapes. If you've ever ordered cheese things from me, you'll notice that I cut like the Swiss cheese one way, the cheddar a different way, I cut the Fontina a different way. And I do that because even though I provide usually like a little map of what's on the plate, this way, just you'll notice that, oh, I really like that one. You can easily go back to it and you can distinguish what's what. And then of course, deli meats. You don't have to stick to things like prosciutto or whatever, but salamis, just different kinds of ham. Any of those kind of meats are always great to have on hand. Kibasas and dried sausage are good too. If you're going to buy fruits that last. So as much as berries are delicious, if you don't eat them immediately, they either turn soft, you can't wash them, they can require extra prep. Grapes, as much as people always think, oh, grapes. There are so many great grapes out right now, and if you're not a fan of them, try sugaring them. That's what I do now. We sell them with our picnic kit. So just rinse them with a little bit with water. You're going to rinse them anyways before you eat them. Sprinkle them with sugar. You can use whatever kind of sugar you want, but just like a regular granulated sugar. And all of a sudden, like those grapes are a little bit sweeter and stickier, and they're so good, especially if they're ice cold.
Yeah.
Melons are really good. Apples and pears are really good. You can also slice those up and put them on cheese boards and stuff, and they last a longer time. They can stay out on your counter. Same thing with stone fruit, peaches, plums, apricots. Don't forget to dip your apple and pears in lemon juice before you put them on boards, so they don't oxidize and turn brown. In your freezer, have baguettes. Those $1 ones from the grocery store are fine to keep in your freezer. This way you can just pull them out, slice them, have them fresh or baked as needed. Pre-baked flatbreads, tortilla wraps, not just for making actual sandwich wraps, but you can also make soft tacos if they're small. You can deep fry them to make tostadas. And then also stock up on anything that you spot in the freezer section that you know you can defrost and serve as is, like shrimp rings. Shrimp rings are those kind of things with cooked shrimp or seafood that's already done that you only have to defrost. That's the easiest thing, just to pull in the freezer. Stock up on canned goods in jars, things like spreads and jellies, like the ones we have from the Rose Hall Run from Prince Edward County. Marinated vegetables are in jars like mushrooms, artichokes, spinach. Yes, you can get chopped spinach in a can. Trust me, I bought it before. So you can make your spinach dips when you want them. Asparagus, pickles. And then in your fridge, greens and lettuces. Sometimes you can get small lettuce like Belgian endive, can make easy appetizers. There's all kinds of pretty ones. Even radicchio leaves, if they're small enough, can be used like little cups. So you can use them for lettuce wraps. Lettuces and greens like that on an ongoing basis don't have to be just for salads. And then my mother's little trick that I got in the habit of doing quite a bit and becoming my mother slowly is cooked eggs. So if you cook a bunch of eggs, not only can you just make like deviled eggs if you wanted them, you can slice eggs for salads, you can make egg salad out of them. But if you have cooked eggs on hand at all times, even if you don't peel them, and they're just cooked sitting in the fridge, you can kind of pull them out and use them forever. So there's my little quick, there's your patio prep. In what, how many minutes was that? Told you I was gonna go through this fast. Okay, Alec, trivia question number 4. And this gift certificate is a $50 gift certificate from Huckleberries next door. So with all their not just chocolate stuff, but she's got all of her new ice cream and sorbets and stuff in too.
All right. What is the word for someone who is afraid of wine? This is a multiple choice question, so I'll give you 3 answers. A, winophobia. B, enophobia. It sounds like something else, but enophobia. Or C, vinerphobia.
Viner. So say them one more time, just so everyone can get them.
A, winophobia. B, enophobia. C, vinerphobia.
We're all like getting science and nerding out. While everyone's like Googling to find those words, start to see what the answer is. I'll do a quick COVID-19 update for those who didn't catch the Premier's announcements yesterday. We're going into a 3-stage process based on vaccination and hospitalization and ICU rates. So they will announce them, and each stage is going to last at minimum 3 weeks long. Stage 1 starts approximately the week of June 14th. When I say approximately, means they haven't given us an exact date yet. It could be slightly the week before, it could be what after. It all depends on whether we hit the 60% vaccination rate, which I think we're already going to. But again, it has to do with hospitalization rate throughout the province. They're not doing region by region. So what does that mean for us? I included an entire list of all what each stage means for dining with us on our blog. So if you don't subscribe to the blog, you can go at any time to the website, to the blog section, and you can actually see the chart that we copied from the website, from the Ontario website, so you can actually see all the different things. And then underneath, I actually go through each of the stages and what it means. So stage 1, essentially outdoor dining opens, maximum 4 per table. Does not reference whether it has to be the same household. So I believe that it's just 4 per table and be done with it. So yay, because it was so hard asking people if they're from the same household. So with our new patio system, we're going to have room for 4 tables out on the new patio. And if we need for overflow, we have room to put 2 tables, 1 under each window against the wall, like against the window here on the sidewalk. So for overflow, but we're going to focus it more on there. So there's a total of 6 tables tops. Yes, we'll open the reservation system once we actually have a date, and then it'll be capped at 4 people. So no, you can't come in with 6 friends, and yes, if you sit 2, your other 2 friends have to sit at another table. So yes, it's awkward, but you got to follow the rules. As far as I'm hearing, they have not lifted any masking rules for anything. There haven't been any mention of it, so I'm guessing that it'll be just like we opened the last time. You'll probably be needing to wear a mask. I don't care if you've had 2 vaccinations until they tell us otherwise. We have different rules to follow. So you'll have to wear a mask to come in until you're seated. Then you can remove your mask while you're at your table. If you have to leave your table for whatever reason, to come inside to use the ladies' room, come check the wine board, whatever, you can do so, but you have to put your mask back on. Stage 2, it bumps up to 6 people per table. And then stage 3 allows for indoor dining. So if you want all of the details based on reservations, private group events, all that kind of stuff, visit our blog page where I've outlined all of it, including some FAQs for people who are asking other specific questions on like what ifs and that kind of stuff. I outlined everything there this morning. That's where I do my brain dump after my coffee. I sit outside and have a coffee and I just on the blog page. Okay, trivia question number, pardon?
Last one, number 5.
Last one. And this one, of course, we couldn't go without doing a gift certificate from us. So $50 gift certificate from Wander. Question number 5.
5. Wine bottles that have animals on them are also referred to as what?
It's something wine.
It's a something type of wine. Something wine.
So anyways, let them guess. It'll be interesting to see what the answers come out of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go into the thing and then we'll go into your wine stuff, Alex.
Okay.
We're doing good. We got 25 minutes left. So we have our next fun announcement. Jeez, my hair's bugging me. It's all sticking out. This is the girls thing. It's when you don't have getting haircuts, the colors in a while, and you got to do it on your own. Okay, next Friday, we decided, you know what, whether we open or not, we're gonna do something fun. So those 2 windows out front that open, we're going to turn them into like a food truck next Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it's going to be walk up, no pre-orders. You're going to order exactly like you normally do. We created a short menu of 3 menu items only so that you can just basically order takeout to go. So you can pick up for lunch, you can pick up for dinner. It's completely up to you. We'll also sell 12-ounce jars of sangria that you can also pick up to go. You can still get the 1-liter jars if you want, but if you want one that you can just take home and screw off the top and put a straw in, we will make up red ones and white ones. I thought it'd be cute. I got the little jars in Alex. I thought it'd be cute if we tied not just a straw, but a spoon or fork on the outside so they can eat the fruit on the bottom. Anyways, yeah, so we'll have the red and white sangria and then any other single serve beverages that we have here. So we've got, well, Alex will know better. We still have beer. We have some soft drinks and Perrier and
Ciders.
Pardon?
Some ciders.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so we'll have a menu printed out on like on a piece of paper, and we'll have it on a sign at the window. So far, it's looking like it's going to be like 19 and mostly sunny, which is going to be perfect. You'll be able to see, hopefully our new patio setup will be done out there, so you'll be able to see that as well. Kind of check out what's happening on Durham Street, because there's us, Respect, and Alibi Room will all have matching patio systems, which will be kind of cool for the summer. But we'll also hand out copies of the new menu for the new menu that we're launching, so that you can get a sneak peek when you're here. And then just because I'll be excited to get back in the kitchen, I'll be just baking up things like gougères during the day, which are my little cheese puffs. I might fry up some Torresnos. I don't say where it's going to happen or when. I'll just make some occasionally throughout the day. And if you happen to be at the window, you'll get little free samples added to your order. So what are we adding to the takeout window next Friday? It is lobster roll. We just had them last Sunday because I needed to do a test run. So I've been eating lobster for 3 days, which is not a bad thing. So yes, classic lobster roll. And Alex, at Alex's suggestion, I will be adding more garlic butter to the lobster roll, because he was all about garlic butter. Okay, so garlic butter.
Never have enough garlic butter on this.
Okay, lobster roll. You can add fries to that for an additional $4. We're doing a duck confit grilled cheese sandwich on sourdough. You can also add fries to that if you want, if you don't want just a sandwich. I think I'm gonna make a little coleslaw or something, so it's gonna have like a little side of coleslaw to go with it, so in case you don't want fries. And then I'm gonna do a classic niçoise salad, so which is like my French potato salad that has no mayo. It's got olives, and I'm gonna do seared tuna and green beans, tomatoes. So it's kind of like an assembled salad, very French style, and I'll serve that with a couple of pieces of sliced baguette on the side of that. I mentioned the sangria. Yeah, that's it. So you'll have 3 different items that you can order anytime between 11 and 7. And yeah, so you can come and chat with us and hang out on our takeout window tomorrow. So that will be, because those are 3 different items that are going to show up on our menu when we open later in June. Okay, Alex, maybe you can just let everybody know what your plan is and what you're working on with the wine list.
Yeah, so essentially I'm just continuing with what I had done with the board before. It was a good system before we closed, so kind of just continuing on with that. So a lot of the favorites that we did have before, you will still be able to find here, but some little neat things, some brand producers that you might actually have had here before, we actually have different wines from them this time. So say I really like the Cab from them, well, this time you might have a Merlot from this producer instead. So still bringing in some familiarity with not going too crazy with new stuff. But then with that, there is some new different fun wines that we have in. For instance, like I have a rosé from Croatia that's coming in, which is very, like, it's rare to find that. So there'll be some neat things. A Vouvray we'll have in here as well. We don't have any of those as well. Some South African wines. We had a couple of them, but we have some different varietals that we didn't actually have before. So it'll be a nice new mix of stuff. So it'll be fun.
Oh, and then I can mention to them, so I have the order, and I don't know when it's going to get shipped to me, probably in July, but I secured my order from Five Rose. So yes. For those of you who have been here, Five Rose is the fight of the Niagara region every year. So I'm on a list with there's only a few of us that are restaurateurs that actually usually order in from them. A lot of them are just like regular customers who buy from them on an ongoing basis. They don't even release or they never open a tasting room in years, because by the time the season opens to open their tasting room, their wine's sold out every year. So last year I managed to get 6 of their Sauvignon Blanc and 6 of their Pinot Noir. I think we only have one Pinot
left. One Pinot, I think.
Yeah. So and that's just because people don't know it. So when they see it on the board, they're like, oh, what's that? Anyway, they're spectacular. So I managed to get, and they released new reds this season that I'm anxious to try. So I got, so I did get more Sauvignon Blanc and Pinot Noir again. And then I got, they have a new Syrah, a new Cabernet Sauvignon, and a Pinot Gris. So anyways, I'm excited those are going to come in. So I've already kind of secured them, paid for them. And so now they're just when they do their shipments to come in, I'm hoping it'll be here early July. So yes, I'm doing this like online fight. And then for those of you who missed out on the Benjamin Bridge Piquette cans, I'm on a waiting list for more. It turns out, people will be funny, there's some people with the last name Piquette here in Sudbury who really like the cans, and that's why they all wanted them. So shout out to the Piquette family. So yes, I'm getting more. And I was hoping, I'm also getting Benjamin Bridges Pet Nat in, which is also very high demand, and they only allot so much to the Ontario market because Benjamin Bridge is from Halifax, if you didn't know. And they specialize in sparkling wines. Their Piquette's huge. It's a really big deal. And they actually released a pink Piquette this summer, and I can't get it. And they won't even ship to Ontario at all. So if you're going to the Halifax season, Halifax anyway, you can bring me home a couple cans this summer because I really love it. Okay, you gonna talk about the wine? Oh, now it's a good time. I'm going to talk about what is on our menu when we open. So this is almost like we almost need a drum roll. We need sound effects. So on the tapas, he was trying to do, you're funny. We're trying to do this. So on the tapas menu, definitely for the summer, we may bring it into the fall. We are going to always have oysters. So yes, all you oyster fans, I am going to be constantly bringing them in. I'm going to order direct from Raspberry Point out east. I'll get some other varietals here and there, but I essentially want to have oysters here on an ongoing basis. It'll always be in sixes, so you can always get a half dozen just to sort of snack on and share, or if you want to hug them to yourself. I'll always make mignonette. So it's, I'm going to have it in different formats this time though. You can get a mignonette, and which is like a red wine vinaigrette with shallots. I'm going to do a sweeter one and a spicy one as well. And just that fresh lemon, and I'll have some horseradish for those who need them. But basically it's just, we're going to just keep shucking all summer long because I think it's going to be fun. Croquetas. So that's, we had them first when we first opened. So now that we have some time, we're going to add croquetas back. Those are those deep little fried loveliness that people think are full of potato, but it's actually just kind of dough. But they are filled with Serrano ham from Spain, breaded and deep fried, and they're spectacular. So I'm going to pre-make some next week so that we have them prepped in the freezer ready to go, so we're ready for when we open. Truffle fries are obviously coming back, because if I didn't have truffle fries in the menu, I don't know what we would do. But I thought it'd be really fun as an option. We're going to add on an optional egg. Now, egg is a very French thing to do, that you dip your fries in egg yolk. So for those who are big egg fans, we can either have it done sunny side to add on to your fries, and we put it in a larger thing to use. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I'm just going to do it that way. I think it's fun. And then there's a Armenian dish that I had when I was in Spain. I have to say it's like about a year and a half, long time ago. It was an Armenian dish, and it's like these rolled eggplants that have like yogurt and pomegranate seeds and walnuts. They were so good. And for the summer, it's spectacular. So I'm going to do these rolled eggplants things, which I think are going to be nice and refreshing and feeling a little healthy. So to counteract all that other stuff that we speed you. And then the other one, if you haven't seen it, I think we only did it once for tapas night, the garlic mushroom tower.
Yeah, that was right at the beginning.
Yeah, so I had this in Spain, in Logroño. So there's one tapas bar in Spain, and this is all they sell for their tapa. This is all they do. This is what they're known for. And I thought, how much fun is this going to be? So it's like a toasted baguette, and then there's a tower of basically you roast or saute mushrooms, and they stack. So you do 5 mushrooms, and then there's a big skewer. So you can actually eat the mushrooms one at a time until you get down to the last one. But it's kind of cool when it comes out and you see these towers of garlic mushrooms, and the smell is just insane. So we'll do the garlic mushroom tower. And then the raciones, we're gonna do some Baja shrimp tacos, so like slightly spicy Baja style. We're gonna do the duck confit grilled cheese. That's why we're launching it test run next week. And then I'm gonna make some ribs. It's a little bit of work when I do them in advance, but my ribs, when I do my ribs, they fall apart. I want to do them dry as opposed to saucy. So I'm going to do a coffee and spice dry rub on them. But they'll be fun for just sort of snacking on and be sharing, if you wish, out on the patio. We're going to go back to our feature flatbread format where we'll have a sign on it. The first one I decided was going to be to counteract all the other meats that you're having. And we're going to do a spinach and artichoke one. So it's going to be a play on the spinach and artichoke dip, but done in flatbread form. And then for dessert, chocolate toast, of course, is coming back. And then we are going to bring back for summer the profiteroles. So those are those little cream puffs with vanilla ice cream and a warm chocolate sauce on top. So those will come back in the summer as well. And then this is the fun part of the menu thing. We're going to try it for a little while. And that's another reason why we're doing this Friday thing. We are going to bring back lunch. I miss the days back when I used to work in corporate land of you go for lunch on Friday and you're having such a good time that you don't go back to the office. Where you have this long leisurely lunch. When you go overseas, most European countries, even some South American countries, lunch is their big meal of the day. It's long, it's enjoyed, you get together with family and friends. Sometimes that is the bigger meal than even dinner. And you can graze that way and not be rushed through it. So I really want lunch to come back, but we don't know what lunch is going to be like post-COVID. So to test it out, we're going to start with Fridays. So we'll be open for lunch on Fridays. When we open, I'm going to do a different menu than the other one because I want it to be more lunchtime stuff. And those are the things that we're going to have on Fridays. If we see that Fridays are doing really well after a couple of weeks, then we can actually add on a day or so here and there. We're not going to go into brunch. There are other people that do great brunches downtown. Brunch is a whole other menu, whole different style. I want lunch, not brunch, not breakfast. I want lunch. So we're going to focus more on the weekday things, Fridays, maybe Thursdays, that kind of thing. We'll have little speeches, or maybe have special events on the weekend, but primarily we want to do like that Thursday, Friday thing. So for the Friday lunch menu, the niçoise salad that I mentioned, I'm going to do a panzanella salad, which will have all kinds of heirloom tomatoes that I'm growing. So hopefully I'll have some really great ones for you. It's got like tomatoes and other chunk vegetables and big, thick rounds of like massive croutons, the same size, it's all bite-sized stuff. It's really good. The lobster roll will be on the lunch menu. I'm going to do a baguette sandwich of some sort, very European style. I'll either do a French one with just ham and cheese, or I'll do a Spanish one with serrano ham. Occasionally, I'm going to make some summer rolls, which are like rice paper rolls. I'm either going to do some with, I have a recipe for a shrimp and mango one, and then I can also do a lemongrass chicken one. We'll do some deep fried shrimp with romesco sauce for those who are craving the shrimp thing. Occasionally, I'm going to make some Peruvian ceviche. Ceviche is great in the middle of the heat on a Friday. That's something you can share with friends and snack on. And then I just confirmed it this afternoon. I was trying to think of a dessert that would be very quick, that it's something that's kind of more lunch than dinner, very casual, that we can make up only as we need it. And it'll be kind of something fun for the patio in the summer. So we're going to have ice cream sandwiches. And my mom is making the cookies. So she's already, I called her today, and for those of you who don't know, back when I was catering, my mother did a lot of the baking for our business. Like she made squares for the trays, she made cookies, she did a lot of stuff. And she kept saying she was going to retire from it. And I was afraid she was going to balk at me, but she agreed that she's going to do it. And she's already planning to do her double chocolate cookies for one of the first ones. So we'll come up with some kind of cool thing, but it'll be just at lunchtime. So at the end of your lunch. And she never makes them too big either. So, I mean, they're probably going to be like, they're fairly small in size. They'll be just enough to give you that something sweet at the end, but it's not going to be something crazy. But she makes them all from scratch. So yay. So when she comes in, everyone says, thanks, Grandma. So I was coming up with all these cool things. Like when she does her, the oatmeal raisin cookies, I'm going to do an Armagnac swirl ice cream with that. Anyways, I'm going to upgrade things a little bit because I can't just keep them as is. And then occasionally, yes, you can still have oysters at lunch too. Okay, see, that wasn't too bad. We had 10 minutes left. Okay, so just a reminder, this video will be on our blog by the end of the weekend. It is a long weekend, so give me an extra day. Tasting kits to come. I'm working with a couple of local specialists on creating a keto-friendly wine tasting kit. So it's going to give you some directions on how to incorporate wine correctly into a keto lifestyle. I am not the keto expert, but I am bringing in somebody who is. And then we'll actually have keto-friendly treats in the box as well. So that's coming on probably another week or so. We're doing an Australian kit soon, and there'll be another tour of Spain, different wines than the first ones. And you'll have an option to add on a matching like cheese charcuterie pairing box to go with that. And then just a reminder about the newsletter, subscribers get invites to special tastings. They're the first to order kits or hear about them, and then other fun surprises and contests. So we just had a contest just for newsletter subscribers, the last happy hour. Nicole Barker won that one. And then what else are we doing on the newsletter? Oh, and then they get invited. So we have a special tasting event that is just for subscribers only. And that's happening. That's probably one of our first ones. I think like the first Monday after we open or something, that's going to be that one. And so after Alex goes through all the answers, we're going to go through all the comments and chats to determine the winners of each quiz question, and we'll contact each person directly. And just a last minute thing, don't forget that $5 from every bottle purchased from us goes directly to the Hand Up Collective. The Hand Up Collective brings together people, businesses, organizations to create sustainable solutions for homelessness and addictions in Sudbury. Okay, Alex, questions?
First question was, how many wineries does Wayne Gretzky own, and where are they? He owns 2 wineries. One is in Niagara, and the other one is Okanagan, BC. I didn't see many answers on there. I'll look for after. If there wasn't many, I did see someone answered the correct amount, but didn't list where. So we might be nice and give the prize anyway.
So I wasn't expecting a 2-parter.
Which wine is Ontario? In Ontario is the #1 producer. Okay, which wine is Ontario the #1 producer for? And it's ice wine is the answer. Which generation is responsible for drinking the most wine in Canada? It's the baby boomers.
You baby boomers, we love you here.
What is the word for someone who is afraid of wine? It was enophobia. It's you're not supposed to pronounce the O. It's OENophobia. So it's enophobia is how you say it.
Yes, I would consider myself an enophile.
Yes. And the 5th question: what wine bottles that have animals on them are also referred to what? And the answer is critter wine.
So foreign affair.
Foreign affair is critter wine. Yes.
Yeah. So anyways, those are fun things. I'm curious to see if anyone got critter.
Somebody did actually. I saw it on
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Somebody's Googling.
Yeah.
I love it. We have no rules here. Okay, so hopefully we'll get to see a lot of you at our takeout window next Friday. If by some chance there is weather issues, because you know what are the weather apps aren't always. Right now it says sunny, but who knows? If I see a day or two beforehand that it is going to be a weather thing, I will make a social media, blog, newsletter, email announcement to everybody to let them know that we will take pre-orders so they're not standing outside, and then we'll sort of time things accordingly. I just don't want to have pre-orders coming in while we're doing the takeout window, because I really want to have that like chit chat and kind of have it fun out there when people are ordering and picking up their food that day. And it's kind of hard to do that if we're constantly going phone messaging, people asking questions, whatever. It's Alex and I. So just the 2 of us are doing this. Sydney's coming for the day. I tell you, Sydney's coming for the day. So I told her she's going to come be my hype girl. So for those of you who haven't met Sydney yet, the funny thing is Alex hasn't even met her yet, even though she's worked for us for a while. Welcome to COVID. And I met her once because she brought back the picnic kit after she took pictures of it. So I got to meet her face to face once. We just do Zoom meetings now. But she's going to come for the day to hand out menus, answer any questions about events, menus, what's happening in the patio, that kind of stuff. So she'll be here to help out with that so that at least Alex and I can focus on getting food and drink out to those who want it. I think I did look at 5 to 5. You didn't, 5 to 6. You didn't think I was going to do it. My three things, 3 pages. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
I talked about the kits. I talked about, the Linden's gourmet mustards are now on the online ordering thing. So if you're ordering a tasting kit or something and you want one of the mustards, you can do that. They're cute little jars. People don't know the size of them and you only see the pictures. See? They're little. Anyways, they're really good. I wish I had a honey one open to show you. It's actually a consistency of hard honey. Like it's thick, right? But there's some kick to it. So even the sweet honey one, like I gave this to my parents as I gave them a sample of it and they gave it back because they said it was too much for them. So I have this like part open jar of mustard at home. But there's Norm's favorite, my brother's favorite. Anyways, the guys who like the heat, the spicy the curry one is their favorite. The guys love the curry mustard.
Not me.
Pardon?
Not me.
Not you. Yes, you don't need anything spicy. But yeah, so you can order those. Trying to think what else. I can't think of it. If you have suggestions on tasting kits or particular countries that you want us to work on, I am going to sell the tasting kits throughout the summer and fall. As long as people want them, they may not just be, it's going to be based on how much time I have. So I have to, so it's not that I can just like pick out wines and then make it. So I have to choose the wines, and then based on those wines, I price it what the kit's going to be. And then I make out some notes of what I want to say about each wine and how it wants to go. So it's not like a script per se. It's more like just like quick point form things, or the name of the winemaker or whatever. So I make myself some little notes on what I want to say, so I don't forget certain things. And then I tape it, and then I edit it. And then I take the edited version, and then I have to encode it, which is this long format thing. And depending on, now I'm using this special system. I don't have the microphone here. I have this little mic now so that the audio is clearer, but unfortunately the video is so clear now that it takes forever to encode, it takes forever to upload. So it takes me almost a full day to edit and encode, and then upload one video for one class. And then we have to make all of the labels for the little bottles, and then make the stickers for the postcards with the links on them. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff. And now we're doing an actual landing page on the website that has all of the tasting notes and stuff on it. So everything's in one spot. So yes, there's always a lot of work that goes into each kit. So that's the only reason that we don't release them as quickly as we can. I mean, I could do more if I wanted to, but yeah, we got to get ready to open. Gotta start pouring wine to people at patio. Very excited. Okay, so good luck to everybody who answered below. Make sure to share, let me know what you're drinking today if you didn't already, just because I always like to see what everybody's sipping on. Hopefully not everybody's drinking White Claw. Nothing against White Claw, but man, there's a lot of people drinking White Claw. Alex is looking, is Bree drinking a White Claw?
No, but we drink White Claws.
There's just so many. I go to the LCBO and I'm picking out stuff, and there's people bringing like 6-packs and cases and stuff on the thing. It's everybody's just drinking White Claws. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see what everybody's having. I know cans are hot right now, so that's why we're bringing in the piquette and stuff like that, which will be good. Yeah, and then don't forget for this weekend, I'm going to be in and out. So just message us directly through the Wander Food and Wine page if you decide you want one of the tasting kits. I could probably also whip up a picnic kit if the weather holds up and you want to eat something outside, besides the ones that I've already pre-ordered. And that's about it. And other than that, Alex got a couple days off. Told Sydney she doesn't have to clock in until Tuesday morning as well. All right. Okay, so I think that's it, everybody. Have yourself a safe and long weekend. I usually like to conclude it by saying stay safe and stay home. Stay home for now. Now we can say stay home for now because it's not.
Tomorrow.
What?
Golf tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Not me. No. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna be a geek. If I can post pictures, or I'll try to share pictures at some point online. But I have this like little greenhouse thing. I'm trying to start growing a lot of the produce that we're going to use here this summer. So I have more like lettuce, radish, squash, tomatoes, all kinds of stuff started. So I'm spending the weekend either transplanting into beds and into bigger pot. Anyways, I'm going to be doing that all weekend. So wish me luck because you're eating it eventually. All right, great. So stay safe, stay home, support local. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.